Hello and welcome to the next section, which will be dedicated to NinjaTrader platform. In this section I'll do an introduction to the platform and I'll show you the reasons why it is my preferred trading platform. So first let me show you where to get the platform. There's a free download at this address right there. This is how the page looks like. This is where you can get the platform. The newest version of the platform is NinjaTrader 8. They are still doing a lot of updates and they are updating pretty often. As I said, it is a free trading platform, including the data, which means that you can also get the data for free. Well, the truth is it's not completely free. It's only free if you know how to do it. So they try to monetize it in a ways, but I'll show you later in this video course how to do it to make the platform completely free, also how to get completely free Forex data and completely free futures data. So you'll see that in the next section. Right now I just wanted to tell you that the platform is completely free to use if you know how to do it. I personally use NinjaTrader 8 for charting only. I use it for analyzing the charts only. And the reasons for that is that NinjaTrader platform can't be linked to all brokers. So if you, for example, have IC Markets broker or any other broker, then it doesn't mean then it can be linked to NinjaTrader. So for example, with my broker, I can't trade using NinjaTrader, which is a shame because I would really like to, but I can't. So for that reason, I don't trade with NinjaTrader, I just do my analysis with it, and then I trade with a different trading platform, I trade with my broker's platform. The second reason I don't use NinjaTrader for trading is that the brokers which they support are not the cheapest ones. So they don't have the lowest commissions, they don't have the lowest spreads. So for that reason, I'm not really into changing my broker into some of their preferred brokers. So that's basically the second reason I don't trade with them. What I wanted to tell you is that it's not that complicated to do your analysis with NinjaTrader and then trade in your broker platform. It can look, for example, like in this picture, where in one screen I have a NinjaTrader platform. This is what I see on one of my screens. This is my intraday trading workspace. As you can see, I used volume profile and I created two trading levels there, this one and this one. And then I have my second screen, which is this one. There is the trading platform I use, and I just placed those trading levels in this platform. So this is the first level and this is the second level. So it's pretty simple. You don't really need two screens or more screens. It's doable with only one screen, no problem there. As I said in the introduction video, my trading system is pretty simple and you can trade it with limit orders. So you can do your analysis in a NinjaTrader and then simply set your limit orders in your trading platform and be done with it. So it's pretty simple actually. So at this point you may ask why I don't do everything in just one trading platform, why I don't do my analysis, for example, in the MetaTrader 4. Everybody uses MetaTrader 4, so why don't use it for the analysis? Why bother with NinjaTrader? The main reason is the data. Having good data is extremely important for volume-based indicators, like for example volume profile or the VWAP. You can't really plot volume profile or VWAP if you don't have good volume data. And unfortunately, MetaTrader doesn't really provide that. In fact, the best MetaTrader 4 can do is 1 minute data, whereas NinjaTrader has tick volume data, which is the most accurate data you can get. Maybe you don't really see the difference between those two, so let me demonstrate. Hopefully this will make sense. So first, I'm going to draw a candle. Imagine this is a 1 minute candle. And the volume information that MetaTrader gives you is, for example, that 1000 lots were traded within this candle. But you don't know where. You don't really know if most of those volumes got accumulated at this place or at this place or in the middle. You don't know that. You don't know what happened inside this candle. You only know that the sum of all the volumes within this 1 minute candle is 1000. Now imagine there is, for example, macroeconomic news and the price is moving rapidly. There's a crazy selling candle, for example, like this one, and there is 10,000 lots traded within this candle, but you don't know where. Now, this would be pretty important information about the volumes and where they are in the candle, but you don't know where the volumes are. That's the problem. That's the problem with 1 minute data. What the advantage of NinjaTrader is that it gives you the tick volume data, which means that every tick the price does, you get the volume information. So for example, in this case, you would know that at this place 1000 lots got traded. At this place there were 500. In this case there were 3000. The tick volume data is able to give you this information because it stores volume information every tick the price makes. So in real trading, this candle formed, for example, like this. And every movement I do with my mouse is 1 tick, alright? So every tick I make, you get information about volumes at every price level. So this is the big difference between 1 minute data and the tick volume data. If this drawing didn't make any sense to you, then don't worry, I have one more picture for you, which hopefully will make it a bit easier to understand. This is the picture. Both charts are created using NinjaTrader, but the one on the left is created using tick data, which NinjaTrader uses. It is the highest quality data. And in the right picture, I switched to 1 minute data, which is the best data MetaTrader can do. And let's now have a look at how the profile looks in a selected area. So in this case, I selected this rectangle. This is the volume profile. You can see how detailed it is. Every tick the price made, you can see the exact volumes. Whereas on the right picture, this is how MetaTrader would look like. In this case, the profile looks like this. And you can see that it's incomplete. There are gaps, and it's a bit hard to tell what actually happened there, especially in areas where the price was moving rapidly. So if you compare those two, then you can immediately tell which one is better, which one gives you more information, and which one you should be using. So this is how the tick data differs from the 1 minute data. This is how NinjaTrader differs from MetaTrader. And on top of that, most brokers which use MetaTrader provide only very limited amount of the 1 minute data. They provide only few days of it, and afterwards they provide worse data. So the platform is faster, and they don't need to send you the good quality data, which would slow down the platform and which would most likely crash it. So let me now show you how you can tell how much of the 1 minute data your MetaTrader broker gives you. So on the screen before you, you can see a MetaTrader platform, and right now I have 30-minute chart. If I switch to 1 minute chart, then let me show you how you can tell how much of the 1 minute data you have, alright? So today is the 9th of April 2019. So let's scroll back and see how much 1 minute data we get. Alright, do you see that? There's a gap. This is not a weekend gap, this is gap in 1 minute data. 22nd March. This one is 22nd March. And right there, there's 28th March. 7 days missing. Let's go further, alright? Alright, so now it gets worse. There's 4th March, 1st March, 19th February, which is pretty bad. There's a significant gap in the data. Alright, so now I scrolled to the 7th of January and it won't let me further, so the 1 minute data ends there. So we basically have 4 months of 1 minute data. But for example, if you want to do swing trading, then you would need, for example, 1 year of 1 minute data and not 4 months. And the thing is that Eurodollar is usually the instrument with the most data, where the brokers give you most data. If I use, for example, a different data, not as popular as the Eurodollar, for example, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, then you'll probably see that the 1 minute data will end much sooner than in 4 months. So let me scroll back again a little bit to show you where the 1 minute data will end for this instrument. Alright, so there is the first gap between 15th February and 28th March. That's over a month of data missing. And the problem is when there is a gap like that, and you just can't work without this information. So a thing like that could basically ruin your analysis. So basically what will happen is that when you use the volume profile,